join talkSPORT's King of Kings watch along this Saturday night as Fury and Usyk battle it out for the undisputed world heavyweight crown. Adam Castro, Spencer Oliver, former IBF world flyweight champion Sonny Edwards, and the voice of boxing, Adam Smith, will dissect every moment of the action. You're not going to miss a thing. Fury Usyk, the watch along this Saturday evening, 9 o'clock on talkSPORT and the talkSPORT Boxing YouTube channel. Adam Catterall, talkSPORT's Fight Night host, joins us live this morning. Adam, good morning to you. We'll get to the fight itself in a moment, but of course the build-up to it was dominated by the man who seems to enjoy gate-crashing these events, Father John Fury, during the week. What did you make of it?
Yeah, good morning, gents. What a way to start fight week, eh? You know, we've waited 25 years for the undisputed heavyweight crown, and then everybody switches on the social medias on Monday and we see this idiotic behaviour from John Fury. What did I make of it? I think listen, I don't know the rules and regulations in Saudi Arabia, but if this happens in the UK and I do something like that, if I walk up to somebody in a hotel lobby and stick the nut on them, then I'm sure they're getting a knock on my door from the local police. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. It's a bad look for the event and it's a bad look for boxing.
Yeah, actually, since then, we've heard from John Fury because we here in studio, Simon and myself, had plenty to say about it. So too has Carl Froch. Let's have a listen to what the man himself thought of what we said.
They're not worth even mentioning. To me, they're only small guys in a big pond. You know, he's done what he's done. You know, credit to him for what he's doing, but it's all right to slate me. But come and do it as close to me as you are. Come and do it then. Come and slate me. Stand where you are and slate me. Let's see if they can do that. They'll all talk behind this 200 mile away, but they won't face the big JF face to face. If they do, they're stupid men, because that is where the last stand will be for them. I don't care who they are. I'm the king of the bare knuckle men, and I can't be beat on them streets, not by a 12-stone man and not by an heavyweight. And that's been said by John Fury.
Well, that's you and Carl Froch told then, Simon,
Indeed.
Isn't it?
The irony of it is that I would quite happily say it to his face, because I think it's fair observation, not slating. It's a fair observation. He and for his son, he's a commercial sponsor's dream, isn't he, John Fury? Wonderful. Brand endorsers must be all around the world thinking we must sponsor Tyson Fury because of his association with his wonderful father. It's a terrible look. You don't need me to say it. It's a terrible look. He knows himself it's a terrible look. This idea that you can behave as you want because you're a fighting man, I mean, it is the most noble of sports, but it's not unique to Tyson Fury. We've seen it over the years. We've seen Mike Tyson suggesting he's going to eat Lennox Lewis's babies, and we've seen Muhammad Ali, the greatest, tell people that Joe Frazier was an Uncle Tom and that the white man was the devil and God knows whatever else. So we've seen this before. It's just not necessary. It's unedifying. It's not a great look. But there's lots about what Tyson and his father have done recently that are not great looks. What is a great look is the fact that Tyson looks very fit, and we're going to have a hell of a fight on Saturday.
Yeah, I like the dignity that people like Krasny and Usyk showed themselves. But anyway, let's talk about the important fact of the whole thing, and that is the fight itself. How are you seeing it at this moment, Adam, in the build-up to it?
Closer it gets, the more excited I get, gents. These two guys are the best heavyweights on the planet. I don't think that's in question. I can see all outcomes. When normally when we're previewing a fight, you kind of see one or two maybe possibilities of how something is going to play out. The possibilities that are on the line for the weekend, you can see both men winning via points. You can see both men winning via stoppage. There's questions in and around both guys. Is Usyk soft to the belly? How does that cut hold up? It's just fascinating. Fascinating from start to finish. And I just think we're going to get, hopefully, that the nonsense has finished now on Monday. We're going to get a celebration of the very best of the best.
You can see Usyk stopping Fury.
Yeah, I can see that cut opening up.
He hasn't knocked any other heavyweight out, has he?
But you could, but what I'm saying is that you can see that cut opening up, him being ahead on the points, and then for a referee stopping in and then saying, hang on a minute, the fight cannot continue, and you end up with a technical knockout in favour of Oleksandr Usyk if he's ahead on the cards at the time of the stoppage.
But you can see all those things, Adam. But if you were pinned down now on what you think the outcome's going to be, what do you think the outcome is going to be?
I love this. This is it. Because me and you have had this conversation on several occasions, Simon, I've always said to you that I've fancied Oleksandr Usyk in this fight. And nothing's changed regarding my thought process towards Oleksandr Usyk. but my thought process has changed towards the way that this fight is going to play out. And the reason for it is kind of what you alluded to a moment or two ago. Look at Tyson Fury this week. Look at the way that he is behaving. Yes, we can all see weight loss, and we can all see that he's got himself into much better shape than he was for the Francis Ngannou thing. But I take from that a man that has been disciplined during camp. He's paying credit to his opponent. He knows what the challenge is. You've said on many occasions this week alone, Simon, that this is a guy that needs jeopardy. He needs a bit of a fear factor. He needs a proper challenge. And I think with the way that he's behaving this week, he is giving off that vibe that he knows what he's facing at the weekend. And when that happens, you get to see the very best version of Tyson Fury. I haven't seen him this mentally locked into a fight since the second Wilder fight. I even think he tried to blag the third Wilder fight, and he got through it just through his own brilliant skill. The second Wilder fight, go and watch the interviews that he was giving off in the build-up to that. He was lasered in. He was paying credit. He knew what he was facing, but he was lasered in, and he's giving off that vibe this week. I think you're getting the best version of Tyson Fury this weekend. So to answer your question, Tyson Fury, I believe, will win it. I'm edging towards points. I would not be surprised at a late stoppage.
What do you see when you look at Usyk? I mean, obviously, you know Fury a heck of a lot better, probably, Adam, or do you, than Usyk? But when you look closely at Oleksandr Usyk, is he showing you aspects in his build-up that suggest to you, hang about, this guy's capable of it?
Oh, I've never changed my mind on Oleksandr Usyk. He's a phenomenal boxer, incredible ring IQ. But let's not forget, this is a guy that has come up from cruiserweight. Yes, he's filled out and he's put in some wonderful performances at heavyweight. In beating Anthony Joshua is absolutely fantastic, and he is more than capable of beating Tyson Fury. He's going to win rounds at the weekend. I'm absolutely adamant that he will win rounds, and he may even, if we're going into the second half of the fight, he may even be ahead, because he's that technically good. But there's an old saying in boxing, a good big un beats a good little un. And if that good big un is as lasered in as I believe he is, I think he will see it through. But we're in for a cracker, boys. These are the best of the best. It's razor close between them.
It was interesting listening to Tony Bellew the other day saying he's convinced about Usyk beating him. Yeah. And maybe that's because he's been in the ring with him and felt the force of him. But the difference in opinion of people is fascinating for this fight.
Adam, before you go, are you a bit apprehensive that the weigh-in itself could be a bit of a pantomime if Fury decides to adopt some antics?
I don't think Tyson will, because I think Tyson is... Listen... There's going to be points this week where Tyson's on the microphone and he's calling, as he always does. He'll call somebody a sausage. He'll call all those things will come out. But like I said, the one-on-one interviews that I've seen with him this week, he knows what the situation is. I think he's got a lot of respect for the people out in Saudi Arabia that have obviously funded and put this particular fight on. I don't think there'll be any more craziness. I think a strong word will have been had with his father, so therefore nothing else happens. We don't want this fight being in jeopardy. We don't want a melee. We don't want any craziness like we saw on Monday. So I'm not anticipating any more silliness. I'm anticipating a lot of respect. And by the time we get to the fight on Saturday night, I'm expecting an absolute cracker. It's going to be a chess match, gents. There's going to be a lot of feints. There's going to be a lot of unsaid things in that fight. Who's going to try and get the other guy to go first? The tactics that these two guys are going to bring to this fight fascinate me. I could sit here all day and talk about it. I think we're going to be in for a real cracking night.
Okay, Adam, thank you. Adam will host the watch-along,
Thanks,
Fury
Adam.
Usyk watch-along this Saturday evening, 9 o'clock on talkSPORT and the talkSPORT Boxing YouTube channel.